everyone, and welcome to your home practice. My name is Trishy, and today we will be doing the no vinyasa. So we will not be coming to plank, moving through Chaturanga, and then upward facing dog, and then moving through downward facing dog. So we're going to try to be a little bit more creative with our movements today. So come and take a comfortable seat on your mat, either cross-legged on a block or kneeling, and place the palms of your hands on top of your knees. Begin to become present on your mat as you ground through your sits bones and slowly lift up, extending it through the crown of your head. Slowly begin to take a deep breath in through your nostrils, and as you exhale, release it through your mouth. Close your eyes and begin to dedicate yourself to today's practice. Try to focus your mind on all the things around you, such as the air, the little sounds here and there, your body making contact with the earth. And as you inhale, bring the palms of your hands in front of your heart center. Inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through your mouth. Release your block and come to lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and we're going to go through a little bit of core work to begin our class. So lift your legs straight up into the air, interlace your fingers behind your head, and as you inhale, lift your head and shoulders up to the sky as you tuck your tailbone towards your face. So inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift your tailbone off the ground as you do, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, trying to get everything off the ground as you can. Inhale, lift, release. Keep going. Your feet will move a little bit closer to your face, and as you release, drop your left foot down onto the mat, legs straight, bend your right knee, and interlace your fingers on the shins as you pull your knee into your chest. Then grab hold of your baby toe or your big toe with your two-piece fingers and pull the right knee down to the side body for half happy baby. If you're having trouble grabbing hold of your toe, you can always grab your strap and lace it around your foot. Hug your right knee back into your chest, and then take a twist as you pull your right knee over to your left side with your left hand. Your right arm will be in a T shape. Breathe deeply into your belly. Exhale, release. Pull your knee in and straighten your right leg out and in front of you on the mat. We'll switch sides. Bend your left knee, bring it into your chest. Take a hold, interlace your fingers on top of your shin. Feel free to take a few ankle rolls. First going one way and then the other. Grab a hold of your big toe with your two-piece fingers and point the sole of your foot towards the sky, bringing your knee towards your side body for half happy baby. Guide the knee down towards the earth, and be sure to keep your right heel on the ground. If it's lifting up too much, you can always bend your right knee and place your foot on the ground. Exhale, release. Inhale, twist over to the right. So you're placing your right palm onto your left knee as you twist over to the right. Exhale, release. Bring your knees into your chest, give them a big squeeze, bringing your forehead to your hips. Rock up and come into tabletop pose. So hips are over knees, shoulders are over wrists. Drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. Exhale, bring your chin to your chest and round your spine. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round your spine. Keep going at your own pace for a few more rounds. Be sure to keep your elbows straight and not bending too much. You can always have a slight micro bend in your elbows. Inhale, lift your right arm up to the sky and thread the right arm underneath your body for thread the needle. So you're bringing your right shoulder and right head down to the mat. You're keeping your hips directly over your knees, and you can increase the twist a bit by coming up onto the left fingertips. So this is a good spine warm up. Inhale, come back up. Lift your arm to the sky. Lift your left arm to the sky. Thread the left arm underneath your body, coming down to the side of your head, and come up onto your right fingertips. Make sure that your hips haven't shifted one way or the other over your knees and that they're still aligned. Inhale, come back center, lift your left arm to the sky, and then place your left palm onto the mat. Step your toes back for plank pose. Lift your right leg to the sky, and as you exhale, bring your knee to nose. Inhale, right leg back, knee to nose, leg back, knee to nose, leg back, knee to nose. Lift your leg a little bit higher, knee to nose, and then extend back to downward facing dog. So this is the first downward dog, and if you're a little tight, you can always just paddle the feet, and plus it just feels good. Roll forward into plank pose, and then extend your left leg to the sky, and then bend as you bring your knee to nose. Leg behind you, knee to nose. Keep your hips low. Leg behind you, knee to nose. Leg behind you, knee to nose. Keep going, and then step back into downward facing dog. Walk your feet slowly in a few inches and your palms back a little bit. Reach your right arm out in front of you, and then take a twist, extending your right arm behind you to the left ankle or whatever you can hold on to the leg. Peek under your left armpit, and then extend your left arm, and then take a hold of your right ankle with your left hand. Peek under your right armpit. Exhale, release, come back center. Walk your feet to your palms for a Ragdoll Fold, so bend your knees deeply, have your feet a little bit wider than hip distance, clasp a hold of your elbows with opposite hands, and just let yourself dangle in between your legs. Extend your feet to the outer edges of the mat, heels in, toes out. Bring your hips down from Malasana, yogi squat, so you have your elbows to the inner knees to help them open a little bit wider. You keep your knees over your ankles. So palms together. Lift your spine as much as you can, shoulders away from the ears. And then drop your right shoulder inside your right leg and twist open to the left, keeping your palms in prayer position. And then switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your left shoulder inside your left knee, twisting open to the right. Inhale, exhale, come back center. Plant your palms, straighten your legs. Inhale, flat back. Come up onto your toes. And then exhale, fold over, bend your knees, clasp onto opposite elbows again, Ragdoll Fold. Walk your palms out in front of you, step back into downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Step your right foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Low lunge, arms overhead. Keep your lower tummy hugging in as you bend through your upper spine. Keep the bent knee over your ankle. Bend a little deeper as you inhale. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Straighten through your right leg. And come up onto your fingertips for this first one and just try to lengthen through your spine as much as you can. Exhale, palms to the ground. Step back into plank pose. Engage your core. And then bend your right knee, place it on the ground, come to the inner edge of your left foot, right palm down, left arm up. So this helps to keep balance if you kind of turn your right leg at a 45-degree angle a bit. And as you inhale, extend your right arm or your left arm over your head, so you're getting a nice side stretch all along the left side body. Plant your palm down, step back into downward facing dog. Walk your palms to your feet. Plant the left foot. If you have to bend your knees, go ahead, and then turn open to the right, raising your arm overhead. Inhale, let's switch. So right arm down, left arm up. Bend deeply through your right foot, right knee. Walk back into downward facing dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Step your left foot in between your palms. Right back knee down. Lift up into low lunge. So try to keep your bottom tummy hugging in more so your back bend is coming more from the upper spine. Exhale, release your palms down to the mat. Straighten through your left leg. As you stay up on your fingertips, try to extend through your spine as much as possible so you're lifting out of your hips. Exhale, bend your foot, step back into plank pose. Bend your left knee, bring it to the mat. Come to the inner edge of your right foot. Plant your left palm down, and if you have your balance, extend your right arm overhead. And then reach and bring your bicep along your ear so you're getting a nice stretch here along your side body. Exhale, release. Come back into downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Put your left palm down to the mat, bend your left knee as you twist and open to the right, possibly lifting your right arm overhead. And switch. Right palm down, left arm up, right knee bent, excuse me. And release. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back, and walk your palms to your feet. Stand up, arms overhead. Exhale, palms into center. So put all your weight onto your left foot and bring your right knee into your chest. Keep your palms where they are, and then proceed into tree pose. So you're going to bring the right sole of your foot either to the thigh or to the shin, so never on the knee. Inhale, arms overhead. If you can't keep balance, that's perfectly fine. Just keep your palms together in prayer pose or lower your foot. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your knee into your chest again, and then take a big step forward and come into Crescent Lunge. Arms overhead. So you're keeping your right knee over your right ankle, and you're high on the ball of the foot of the left foot. Take a little back bend here. Bend deeper into your hips. Bring your left palm down, right arm up, simple twist. Look down, exhale, release. And then come into warrior two, so you're bringing your left foot parallel to the short edge of your mat, right knee over right ankle. Feel free to adjust your stance however you want, arms out to the sides. Bring your hands to your hips, and then come into triangle pose as you bring your left hip to the back of the mat and drop your right palm inside your right leg. So you can always use a block here, but the goal is to extend and lengthen out of your hips through your spine and side body. Bring your right bicep or your left bicep along your left ear. Exhale, release. Plant your palms, downward dog. Roll forward into plank pose. Come to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot on top for side plank pose. Lift up through your hips. Come back center and switch. Left palm down. Right foot stacked on left. Side plank on the other side. Bring your palm down. Downward dog. Walk your hands to your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift up, palms overhead. Exhale, hands to chest. So put all your weight on your right foot. Bring your left knee into your chest. Just hold it there without using your hands. And then place your left sole of your foot into your inner thigh or inner shin for tree pose. You can either keep your palms in front of your chest, or you can inhale and raise your arms overhead. Focus on something that is not moving and bring your shoulders down and away from your ears as much as possible. Release your foot, bring your knee into your chest. And as you exhale, take a big step forward, stepping into Crescent Lunge, arms overhead. Bend a little deeper through your hips and into your knee. Bring your right palm to the ground. Twist open to the left, left arm overhead. Twist in runner's lunge. Breathe. Lower your left palm down. Bring your right foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Warrior two, left knee over left ankle, arms out to the side. Feel free to adjust your stance now if you need to. Bend deeply into your left knee. Bring your hands to your hips. Straighten. Hips go back to the right. Left arm inside your left leg. Right arm overhead. As you twist, open to the right. Triangle pose. You can always place your palm on your shin or on a block if you're having trouble reaching the ground. You don't have to go to the ground actually. And then extend your right arm along your right bicep. Plant your palms down, step back into plank pose. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot, and you can take the original side plank that we did before, or you can lift your right leg up to the sky. And switch sides, rolling onto the right side, left foot on top, side plank pose, left arm overhead, and if you want to go further, you can lift your left foot to the sky. Come back center, extend into downward dog. Ground through your heels as you push your chest to your thighs. Bring your knees to the ground. Sit up on your knees. Back toes are curled under. Bring your palms, fingers facing up to your head behind your sacrum, your lower back, and open your chest. So try to extend through your hip flexors, and as you exhale, release, sit on your heels, bring your fingertips back behind you, and take a back bend. So if you're having any compression in your lower back, you've gone too far. Simply look up, you don't have to bring your head back behind you. Bend your elbows and go for a little bit deeper back bend. Come back center, release. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cross your right elbow, forearm down to the mat in front of your left arm for a twist, so you're opening up to the left. You can either keep your left arm overhead or bring it to your lower back. Breathe deeply. And release. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, left elbow to right knee, left forearm down. Right arm either overhead as much as possible, or bring your palm to your lower back. Open up to the right. So try to keep that left shoulder hugging away from your neck and ear. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, plant your palms and step back into downward facing dog. Lift up on your toes, then plant your heels down to the ground. Walk your palms to your feet again. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees. Lift up, palms into prayer in front of the chest. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. Lift through your toes so you're raising your arches. Put all your weight into your left foot and bend your right knee so your foot is coming behind your back. You can either grab onto your foot with one hand or both. Focus on something that is not moving to keep your balance. Keep those ribs knitting in. And gently release your foot. Bend your right knee and bring it into your chest, arms overhead. Exhale, take a big step forward, coming into Crescent Lunge. Lower your hips as much as you can as you bend through your right knee. Bring your palms to the inside of your right foot and heel toe it a couple inches over to the right. So inhale, lengthen here in lizard pose. Lift up tall on the back toes. And lengthen through your spine as much as possible while keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Drop your back knee down. Come to the outer edge of your right foot. So it's pointing at a 45-degree angle while you open your knee out to the side. Circle your right arm up and around, bend your left knee, and clasp a hold of your left foot. So try not to bring your hips to your feet, but instead ground down through your hips as you open your chest to the side. Exhale, release. Come down to your forearms, if it's accessible to you. If not, stay up on your palms. Again, try to open your chest as much as possible without dropping your belly too much, and lengthen through your spine. You can keep your gaze in between your palms. You don't have to lift your head up too much. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, swing your right foot behind your left wrist for Pigeon Pose. So your knee is bent and your left leg is out behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine as you take a back bend. And if it's accessible to you, raise your arms overhead and then lower down, either bringing your forehead to a block or to the ground. Be sure to keep your hips level, so one hip is not opening up more than the other, and they're both squaring forward. If this is too intense, It becomes less intense the more you keep your right foot closer to your hip bone. Inhale, lift back up, curl your back toes under, step back into plank pose. Lower your right knee down to the mat, come to the inner edge of the left foot and open up into half side plank again. You can either keep your foot on the ground or feel free to raise your left leg to the sky. Lower your left palm down and step back into downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, chest to the thighs. Walk your palms again back to the edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, raise arms overhead as you stand. Exhale, palms to chest, to heart center. Put all your weight onto your left foot. Or excuse me, your right foot. Bend your left knee. Bring your foot in behind you and either clasp onto your foot with one or two hands. Really open up your chest as you squeeze your shoulders in behind you. Exhale, release, bringing your left knee in with you, arms overhead. And then take a big step forward, coming into Crescent Lunge, left knee over left ankle, up on the ball of your right foot. Open your chest as you drop your hips. Bring your palms to the inner edge of your left foot. You can heel toe your foot a little bit further from your hands. And lengthen out through your spine as you stay high on the ball of your right foot. Drop your right knee down, come to the outer edge of your left foot and open your left knee out to the side. Circle your left arm around as you bend your right knee and clasp a hold of your right foot. If this is too much for you, you can just simply keep both palms on the mat. So drop your hips as you open up and to the left, taking a twist. Exhale, release. Bring your palms down to the mat and either stay as you are or lower down to your forearms. Lengthen through your spine so you're not slouching or dropping. If this is too intense, just stay up on your palms. Inhale, lift back up. Curl your back toe under as you come into pigeon pose on the left side, so your left knee is behind your left wrist. Plant through your fingertips and take a back bend as much as you can. If you have any compression in your lower back, you've gone too far. So open up through your upper spine as you inhale. Exhale, fold over your bent knee, keeping your hips level and square, either bringing your forehead to a block or to the ground. Nice job, everybody. Place your breath into your back body. And as you inhale, lift back up, curl your back toes under, step back into plank pose. Bend your right knee. Bend your left knee, bring it to the mat. and bend your right foot, clasping hold of the foot with your left palm. Exhale, release, come back center. Step back into plank pose. Bend your left knee, bring your knee to the mat. Come to the inner edge of your right foot, raise your arm overhead. Either stay here or lift your right leg to the sky while bending through your knee, clasp a hold of your foot and take a back bend. Focus on something that is not moving for your balance. Exhale, release. Plant your palms down to the mat, step back into plank pose, and then lift up and back in a downward facing dog. Come and take a seat onto your mat. Bring both legs out in front of you, and I always like to lift my hips and then set them back down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your legs, clasping onto whatever is accessible. So you want to try to keep your spine straight instead of bending too much through it. You can let your head hang heavy. Inhale, raise your arms overhead. Exhale, palms to your sides. Bring your right foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold over your left leg. So again, you're trying to straighten through your spine as you bring your chest down over your legs instead of bringing your forehead down to your leg as you round your back. So we want to keep it straight and not rounded. Inhale, lift back up. Place your right palm behind you. Lift your hips up and back for baby wild thing. Left arm over your head. And sit back down. And we'll just switch sides. So your left foot is to the inner right thigh. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, lengthen your spine as you fold forward over your left thigh. Inhale, lift back up. Place your left palm behind your sacrum. Lift your hips up and back for baby wild thing. Right arm over your head. And sit your hips back down. Scooch forward and come to lie on your back. Bring your arms out into a T shape. Shift your hips over to the left. Shift your hips over to the right and drop your knees over to the left. If you would like to go a little deeper, you can cross your right thigh over your left thigh. Begin to deepen your breath as we start to slow down our practice. If your legs are crossed, uncross them, shift your hips back center, and then shift your hips over to the left while dropping your knees over to the right, either one knee on top of the other or bringing your left thigh over your right thigh. If you would like to go a little bit further, even from here, you can just turn your head over to the left. Uncross your legs, bring your hips back center, and stretch out into Shavasana. Palms facing the sky, shoulders onto the back body. Let your legs flop out to the side. as you let yourself fully relax. Relax your jaw and your forehead. Relax your chest and your shoulders. Relax your tummy. Relax your thighs and your knees. Relax your legs. Feel the relaxation in your feet. Observe your body after today's practice and completely let go. Keep relaxing all parts of your body and begin to wake up, wiggling fingers and toes. Raise your arms overhead. Roll to one side as you use the strength of your arms to come and take a comfortable seat. Lift up tall through your spine, palms on your knees, chin parallel to the ground. And simply close your eyes and relax. Feel the effects of your practice as you quiet your mind. Bring your palms in prayer position in front of your heart. Inhale deeply through your nose as you exhale through your mouth. Thank you so much for practicing today with me, yogis. I hope you have such a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you so much. Namaste.